Hi Tubies, here's Alexander and welcome to another video. Today I want to show you this. This is nothing unusual. This is just a 3x3 room for Dungeons and Dragons made out of dungeon tiles. And you might think to yourself, well, these are standard Hearst Arts molds, dungeon tiles created with plaster. Well, you're half right. They are dungeon tiles created out of plaster. Here, you can see them. And they are not from Hearst Arts. And then you think, not Hearst Arts. Who else does make molds? Well, maybe Forbode. No, Forbode is also not the creator of these dungeon tiles. But who is, you ask? Well, it's me. Well, I created my own mold. I have shown you a few days and weeks back how to create your own molds, and well, I have been well, tinkering here and there to make better looking bases and dungeon tiles, and so I created those here. Those are the originals. You can still see here and there some little green bits from the casting process, from the making the silicone mold. But what I've done here is I've taken some pieces of plaster, I've carved in a irregular shape on it so that they look like rock, and well, I made several of those, 6 to be exact. One broke in the process of casting, of unmolding, but I made 6 of them. And well, then I made the mold, I cast them, and I painted them. I stuck them here on some cork plates. Those are here Kork-Untersetzer for just €1. Cut it in length, and voila, I have a nice, neat little dungeon room that I can use for Dungeons and Dragons. So, but you ask, hey, Alexandra, why do you attempt such a thing to make nice dungeon tiles? Well, the thing is, there are 2 main competitors right now on the market, Forbode and Hearst Arts, and both of them sit in the American USA. Well, that sucks for all European people. Everybody in Europe, England, Germany, France, Spain, Italy, what have you, they all have to pay enormous amounts of shipping costs to order molds from the US. It takes weeks until they arrive, and then finally you have to process them through customs, and you pay over 3 times the price for the mold than an American people would. And so I thought, well, this is clearly a cut in the market, and maybe some people want to purchase those here in Europe. And I thought, well, let's figure out how to create, how to mass produce molds. This is the starting step for me. With this, I want to cast resin masters from all those, and with the resin masters, I can then start to create actual molds. And for that I have a new product. 1 second. So, in the previous video I showed you that I used some old plastic clamp packs from GW to cast this, but for actual commercial use, that's not viable. I can't consequently make good molds out of that. But with that thing here, let's zoom out a little bit. There we have it. With that thing here, I can provide that. What's that, you ask? Well, this is a casting station. You can insert those little brackets here, and voila, you have a consistent way to cast molds out of this in a perfect, nice, flat way. And when I insert that here, it fits nicely. With that I can cast a resin master that will then by itself lay inside here, and from that I can then pour in the silicone. I use this one here. This is type 2 silicone with 180 degrees Celsius heat resistance. So this silicone is not only hard and sturdy and long lasting, no, it is also heat proof, so that people could actually cast hot curing resin in this. So I think these molds have a tendency that people would like to buy them. So if you are sitting in Europe right now, in England or Germany or France or Spain or in Holland or Switzerland or Österreich, well, let me know what you think. Would you like to buy such molds here in Europe rather than ordering them from the US? Tell me. And of course, what kinds of bases would you like to see? This is just the first prototype testing here. In future I might make bases with a street design, with all kinds of designs. We will see. And what else do you want in your molds? Do you prefer wall sections that you can build your dungeon, or do you prefer to use those molds more for well, a terrain building exercise, that you build really bricks out of it and well, build castles and stone houses and bridges and what have you? Tell me about it. What do you do with your molds? And, well, that's so much for me for now. I hope you liked this video, and we see us in the next video. Your Alexandra.